as of right now. So guys, welcome to the call. My name is Crypto Craig. Nobody cared that my name was Crypto Craig until Bitcoin hit 50,000. And now they want to call me that, which is cool. No, but really, I appreciate everyone being on the call. This is actually a very historic day for me. I was literally put on probation at work. So at my corporate job, probably 5 years ago. And what happened was I had to do like a TED talk on battery backups. And it was the least exciting talk in the world. And I didn't prepare for it the night before. So I was like, I'm just going to wing something. And then the lady that went before me, they were talking about finance. So I lied. I said, you know what, guys, I know so much about batteries. I could teach you about, who wants to learn about Bitcoin today? And so the price was at like $450. And I did a TED talk on it. Everyone said I was an idiot, except for the CTO of the company came down. He goes, I hear that's going to be a big deal. So I couldn't stop talking about Bitcoin, and so much so that I got put on probation at work. And then it hit $1,000 and I was, people were watching out. Then it hit $5,000 and half the people thought I was the man. The other half were like, they couldn't wait for it to crash for me to fail. And now today we sit at $50,000. So it's been a wild ride. If you guys have been here for the ride, congratulations. If not, don't worry. You're not too late to the game. If anything, you're too early. I really believe that. It would be like saying it's too late to get involved in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or any of these financial markets would literally be like saying it's too late to get involved in cell phones or the internet. It's going to be ubiquitous in everyday parts of our lives, and it's going to be absolutely huge. So, hey, can you just keep an eye on the waiting room, Matt? Let these people in. So just to share with you guys my story real quick, then I'll go through a quick presentation. But I got started, I've been in networking for years, never really had much of a run until I hit this skincare company when I was 26. I don't know how I did skincare, but I cut my teeth and learned a bunch. And then I built an energy company, built it big, but it didn't pay anything. And I was like, I'm done, I'm burnt out. But I learned about crypto. And 40 hours into a YouTube video later, I was just like, this is going to change the world. This is absolutely amazing. And so I got fired up. I started investing extra money that I had from banking and bartending, and I turned 20 grand into many millions of dollars. And so I was very excited about that. But it was a different time. I went to go move it offline and to protect it. And I got hacked and lost a lot of my money. My phone got hacked. It was a long story. So it's a lot easier to do now. It won't happen to you, but I kind of made it a mission to help as many people as I could to make sure that A, it didn't happen to them, B, that they could get into the space the right way, and that C, that they had some kind of plan, because it was like the most emotional market in the world. I mean, we're literally talking about, it's today's the day. It's $50,000 Bitcoin. This is the greatest performing asset in the history of time. And it's the only currency that's ever been created in our lifetimes, and it's not going away. I think the difference between now and 2017, people are saying like, oh, it's going to go away. It's not coming back. But now I think people know it's here to stay. When the richest man in the world is buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, that's kind of a clue. Like, he's not just the richest guy in the world. He's probably the most influential entrepreneur of our time, who is literally training businesses to buy Bitcoin. So that led me to just kind of getting inside of the crypto sphere, I call it. So I went deep. I just fell in love, and I get to speak at the World CryptoCon with my buddy Charlie Shrem, who's kind of like the face of Bitcoin, and a lot of his partners. And it was a space I wanted to be in. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of women in the space. It was a bunch of nerds, but we're changing that with this company here. So I'm excited about that. And so I'm going to dive in and kind of show you guys what I saw. But in short, I've always been looking for a marketing opportunity that was with crypto, but something that was legitimate. There are so many scams out there, it makes me sick. And I kind of made it a mission in 2017 to beg people to not do these scams. And so one of my business partners is, a crypto billionaire. He's like a prince. And some of you guys know him. And I was looking for a deal to bring him to that made sense. And I was looking at this other company who has a great Forex education platform, but they really didn't have much else than that. And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what if I brought him here and we made this the hot crypto deal? Like, we could make it the top crypto education. This would be really cool. That's something that I could build and could get passionate about. But the deal ended up falling through for the better, because I landed on this. And that's what I'm going to show you guys tonight, because I'm partnering my buddy with this company. And I've been waiting literally like since I heard about crypto and networking for something to come together that was a real deal. So I'm going to dive into this little presentation I put together, just share my screen, and I'll fly through it. You guys have any questions we can answer right after? Just somebody let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, you're good, bud.
Very cool. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. All right, boom. So the company is called iGenius.
Craig, do me a favor, go up to the top and click on view and then click on standard so we can see it on a full screen.
Top view.
Top right.
I don't have that.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just go, bro.
Can you see it?
I see it on a full screen. It's full screen on me.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, so the company is called iGenius. Hopefully you guys can see this. But iGenius, I think, is a really genius name. What happened was there was about a 6-year-old company who was doing pretty well in the financial space. They didn't really know what they were doing from a networking side. But Brian McMullen, who is probably one of the most successful people in the history of network marketing, came in a little over a year ago and bought the company out. And he kind of ripped them apart, put them back together again, Humpty Dumpty style, and brought in a lot of different services that made them what I'm going to show you today, which is a completely different company. It's just launching right now. So it's really good timing for be where you're at. I mean, obviously you guys have probably heard timing is more important than talent, but like, especially in crypto, especially in finance, especially in an opportunity, timing is way more important than talent. And as you can see what's going on the news right now, every one of my friends is trying to become a day trader overnight. They all want to download Robinhood and try to get rich as fast as they can. And they all are afraid that they miss Bitcoin. So they're chasing the next bad project. And it's just it's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without talking about crypto right now, or without talking about the stock market, or talking about Robinhood or things like that. So the timing was perfect. We just needed a vehicle that we could bring people in, that they could get the right education rather than bad information that could scale. So when Brian came in and took this over, I mean, he's the kind of, he made 27 million in Vima, then went over to Modere, took them from, not doing as great over a 30-year-old company to the $500 million well-oiled machine you see today, then bought out Mona V, sold them to iGenius, went huge into crypto, and now he's finally got his hands on a project that he says is going to be the biggest thing he's ever done. And he's very well off, doesn't need to do this. But I love that his hands are on the clay right now and he can mold this into the opportunity. So when I heard it was Brian McMullen, I knew I could bring my crypto billionaire buddies over here, and that I had a place that would scale, that I could help people, because when Bitcoin price moves more than 20 bucks, my phone blows up and I get a million questions of what do I do? What do I buy? Is it time to sell? And so I never had a way that I could scale and help people. And so now I do. And so that's this company here. And so I'm happy that they launched iGenius. So diving right in, this is probably the most important part of this presentation. So we are a publicly traded company. Oh, excuse me real quick. So just think about that. We are a publicly traded company. So not only in most networking companies, you don't have an opportunity to be an owner in the company day one. Here we do. You can actually buy the stock and be an owner in the company day one. Most opportunities, you can make money through a compensation plan, or some companies you can make money through a service and the compensation plan. But here we can make money on the stock, the service, and the compensation plan. And so I love the way that they have it set up. In the space of finance, in the space of networking, you want that kind of transparency. I love that we're looked at under the SEC microscope and have to be compliant, and that we're US based. So that is so huge when looking into a company that you want to partner with. So about iGenius, we have our corporate headquarters in Utah. The publicly traded company is out of New Jersey, and we also have a public office in France. So I just tell you that because a lot of these companies that come out in trading and things like that in education, they're out of a hotel room in Dubai or a kitchen in Malaysia, and like you don't know who the owners are. And so here we're very transparent. You can go to investview.com and see all the financials and see everything that they've done. They actually posted their profits today in Yahoo Finance for the quarter, and we're very profitable with their mining business, which is great. So a quick disclaimer as I jump in, iGenius is not a registered investment advisor or broker. This information is we provide newsletters, alerts, and live sessions, and is intended for educational material only. This information should not be construed as an investment or recommendation of advice. The trading of currencies, cryptocurrencies, futures, stocks, and options involve risk, including the risk of losing all or part of your money invested. Past performance does not indicate future results. Users participate at their own risk and agree to indemnify and hold harmless iGenius and its employees, marketing experts, and distributors or affiliates. Participation in iGenius bonus plan is completely optional, and you do not need to be a distributor to purchase any of our products. So I hate to do that, but you got to go through the disclaimer when you're talking about finance. I like to be compliant. So, all right, let's dive right in. So what do? We tackle the 3 largest markets in the world right now, and 2 of them are the hottest spaces on the planet. So we have education, trading alerts, and signals on Forex, which is the largest market in the world, trading $7 trillion a day. Then we have the equities market. Equities is really just stock market, which is very hot right now with the amount of people downloading Robinhood, with the amount of people jumping onto all of these micro investing apps. Like they want information in the stock market. And, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys saw what happened with GameStop and AMC and a lot of the things that are happening in the news recently, but people need some good information and education and alerts in that space. And a lot of people do Forex and they do it like, okay, we've been doing it 6 years and our equities is where we started. So that is really our bread and butter and our strength. And then we have the hottest market in the world right now, which is cryptocurrencies. I am obsessed with Bitcoin and I have been ever since, you know, I heard about it about 6 years ago. And it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly, but I've never had a place where I could bring people good education. So we have a hot offering there too. So we cover the 3 hot markets. So jumping into Forex first, I'm just going to fly through these products, guys. We have FX Pro. So it teaches you how to trade Forex. It walks you step by step from everything from what is, you know, Forex. It's basically, if you go to another country, you need to exchange your dollars or whatever your currency is for that currency. So that happens every day online, and that's what the Forex market is. So you're just betting that one currency compared to another currency is going to go up or down. And it can be based on a number of trends. So, you know, here we give you the alerts. I mean, the alerts won 92% of their trades last month, which is pretty impressive. I have a buddy that, you know, didn't really want to do the networking side, but did start an account with $10,000 and just using the Forex alerts alone was able to turn it into 7,000. That's amazing for a 25-year-old kid. And then we do binary options as well. If you want something a little more fast paced, a little crazier, if you really want to be in the casino with some rules, you know, you can do the binary options as well. A lot of companies don't offer that. So here is where we really separate ourselves. So this is our bread and butter in equity prime. So equities, again, is just a stock. Okay, so the US stock market is booming right now. It's got a lot of volatility. It's at all-time highs, just like Bitcoin. And so people want to know about it. So we have a few different products here. Trend Pro allows you to, you know, tells you what to buy and sell and where. So you can capture the movements in the market. And so we also have all the education for this and live education that you can plug into. But I want people to earn while they are learning. And so you're able to not only see what they're doing and get the education, but you can follow their alerts and copy and paste these into your account so you can follow what the professionals are doing. So you get to take the test like with the teacher. It's pretty cool. And I like that. So I love alerts. I've been using alert systems for years and never really found some great ones that I trusted through all markets, but this one's been fantastic. So then we have Portfolio Pro, where it just kind of targets companies that haven't really broken out yet. They're in like the $4 to $20 range, and then we think they have a lot of potential. So there's a lot of fundamental analysis done behind that. And then we have Options Pro. Options is just a kind of a, if you know how to do it, is a riskier play on the stock market that you can make a lot more money without risking so much. And so it used to be you had to go through very, very strict guidelines and fill out a ton of paperwork, for example, to even be qualified to trade options. And then Robinhood came out and they were letting kids trade options with $1,000 that have no idea what they're doing, but they're looking for this education. And meanwhile, kids are on TikTok showing that they're making 200 grand a day on options. And so people get excited, but they don't know what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing in options trading, you can really get hurt. So I love that we have that. No one out there is teaching options trading. Then we have Crypto Core. This is our crypto education piece. And this is where we give the alerts and where you can go step by step with the live trading. This is what I'm working on. This is my passion. And this is what I'm working on to make the hottest product in the market right now. We have a partnership deal that's almost done with probably the face of Bitcoin in the United States. And we're bringing on live traders and, you know, a whole education portal, which we already have, but we're just going to make it that much better, give it a face, and then just be able to absolutely crank content in the hottest market in the world. I mean, Bitcoin is at an all-time high as we speak, and people want this information. So, and I always say, if you don't get good information in crypto, here's what's going to happen to you. You're going to go ask your friend who also doesn't know, or you're going to go on YouTube and you're going to click the most clickbaity title that they have, the next 100X project. Did you miss Bitcoin? And you're going to probably buy that. And it's probably going to go to zero, just like all the startup restaurants, just like most of the startup tech companies, it's going to fail. And you probably won't even know how to get in. And if you do, and you do make money, you're definitely not going to know how to sell. And I hate to see people get hurt that way. I want you to build a balanced portfolio. I want you to be smart. It's already a very risky space. So we need to have some rules within the space. At least in a casino, you can only bet so much. Here in the markets, you can lose everything. You can lose more than you have. There's no rules. So we have to create those rules for you. And that's what I'm passionate about, helping people do in this space. And this will help you. So this is definitely our most appealing product, right? As much as I want people to learn, some people just don't want to learn. They're like, hey, Craig, I just want automation. I just want it to be done for me. I have people all the time, Craig, can I just send you money and you trade it? I'm like, not so sure. Like, that's illegal to do in the United States, to handle other people's money. Plus it's just a lot of, it's a lot of pressure on you. I don't want to be handling people's money, taking a call every 5 seconds. So here, what we like to do, and what my buddy Anthony says, who's fantastic, is we help people make, manage, and save more money. So we're going to teach you how to do all those things, but this part is about making money. And so the Crypto Elite service that we have is an automated trading bot where the money stays in your own account, which, just hear that right there. The money stays in your own exchange account, a major exchange account. We work with Gemini and Binance, and it stays there and trades on your behalf. So the money never leaves your account. The company can't withdraw on your behalf. It's worked unbelievably well over the last few years. We have a few different strategies. So I'm going to dive into this one a little bit because everybody's excited about the bot. Even if, for me as a trader who knows how to trade Bitcoin, I still got to sleep, and Bitcoin's a 24/7 market. And so I miss a lot of moves, honestly. Like, I'll wake up and I'm like, Korea did it again. And they bought and sold, and there was a ton of movement that I missed. This allows me, especially when the market's going down or sideways, to capture that and to grow my Bitcoin position, which is what I really want to do. So just to give you guys an idea, we'll kick through this. So this is Gemini's website, okay? So Gemini, if you don't know, is owned by the Winklevoss twins. If you don't know who the Winklevoss twins are, you probably need to get out from under your rock, but they're huge. I mean, there's literally two of them. And they created Facebook, had it stolen from them, won in court for like $700 million, and were the very, very, very early investors in Bitcoin and Bitcoin businesses. This is their website. If you go to their website, and there's a huge exchange, and click on institutions, you can see some big names here. Oppenheimer Bank, Rocket Dollar, State Street Bank. These are behemoths. And then you see Endotech, AI for FinTech. That is the company that we have partnered with to have a licensing deal to be able to trade on our behalf, which is amazing. So we offer through Endotech 6 different strategies. That we have alpha strategies for those that want to be a little more aggressive. And then we have our beta strategies for those that want to be a little more conservative. In the United States, we only have access to the beta strategies, but if you're outside the United States, you can use any of the strategies that we offer. And the only reason for that is we don't allow margin trading automatically in the United States. So don't have to worry too much about that. Just know that that's what we have access to. So I'm going to show you 2 of the most popular ones. Are these 2 strategies. So if you're outside the United States, look at this strategy. This is the Ethereum USD strategy. So literally all it does is trade in and out from Ethereum into US dollars and back and forth. So this strategy launched on January 1st of 2018. And if you look at it up until yesterday, or actually, I'm sorry, on the 11th, this strategy after fees is up 3,293%, which is just unbelievable. On a $10,000 investment, to be able to make $340,000 over the course of 3 years is foolish. It's insane. And so people get excited when they see this. I can't tell you what the future is going to hold, but I can show you what the bot has done. You can see every transaction they've ever made. And if you look at the chart on the bottom right here, the asset has not been going up that whole time. It's been going down and sideways for most of that time, and then recently started curling up and is now on a run. Whereas the bot, which is the yellow line, has performed steadily the entire time. So anybody can make money while the market is going up in a bull market. Anybody, almost anybody, I should say. I know a couple of people that still screw that up too. But for the most part, in a downwards and sideways market, that's where you want some technology to capture the growth when you can't, when maybe you don't have all these strategies, when you can't keep an eye on a 24/7 market. I like that. So for me, I'm a bit of a psycho. People say, I don't care about US dollars. I want to grow my Bitcoin. So that's a strategy that I use, but we also have strategies that are just there to grow your US dollars. It's whatever you want to do. And so the next strategy, that one's available outside of the US. It's very, very popular. And then this is the one inside the US. This is a similar strategy, and this is the more conservative one. So look at this. Our conservative strategy since January 1st of 18 has done about 2,000%. On a $10,000 investment, you'd be at 201,000 after fees. That is ridiculous. That's an incredible investment. And so again, you can see how it's performed compared to the asset, but this is amazing. I mean, I've been looking for a piece of automation to fit into my life, to just put a portion of my portfolio in so I could capture some of these moves and be able to make money in a down and sideways market that I don't have to think about. So I'm very excited about it. Like I said, it's definitely our most appealing product, but people are jacked about this bot. To give you an idea, to go directly to Endotech and to get started with this product, would cost you $125,000 with $1 million minimum investment. At that point, then you would pay 10% of that million upfront for a fee, and then 25% of your profits every quarter. They would invoice you to keep it going. So it really is an institutional product, but we've got a licensing deal with them that Brian created that we're able to access it for way cheaper in $1,000 minimum investment, which is pretty incredible. It's to be able to access this type of technology. I'm telling you, as like a trader, it is just doesn't usually go for this amount of money. I'm talking to a guy on Instagram right now who's telling me he's going to set up his technology that he created for me. He just asked if I would pay him 400 grand to set it up. And I just laughed in his face. But at the same time, I mean, that's really what some of the going rates are for great technology out there. And if you think about it, why wouldn't it be? If you had a machine that prints money, you can charge pretty much whatever you want, and people will do it, or you don't give it out. So here, I'm excited that we're able to leverage this strategy. I know the owner of the company. I know the president of sales for the company, Adam. We've had him on a Zoom and stuff yesterday. I know people that have been to the office in Israel, which Endotech is out of. So it's great. I mean, the Winklevoss twins wouldn't feature it on their website if they didn't believe in the project. So something I'm super excited about. But again, the most important part of this, and this is where I get really passionate. There are so many scams out there. It makes me sick. And when the price of Bitcoin goes up, it is scam season. It just is. So if somebody asks you to give up your funds where they control your money, it's probably a red flag. If somebody tells you that they're giving you guaranteed daily returns or guaranteed returns a month, probably a red flag. If somebody says you can only buy in Bitcoin or you can only buy in crypto and then we'll kick it back, probably a red flag if you can't use a credit card to get started or a debit card. And then finally, if you are in a space that you need to use a VPN in the United States, meaning like it's not legal in the United States and you just sign into your computer, look like you're from somewhere else to get involved, it's probably a red flag. And so if a project of mine doesn't check those boxes, I can't do it. I just morally can't. But here, you never give up control of your own funds. We're backed by a publicly traded company. This company works with the Winklevoss twins. And literally, when you pay the 20% fee of your profits, when you get once you're up money and they send you an invoice, they can't take the money on your account. They're trusting you to pay the money later, because that's how much they can't access and withdraw from your account. And that is so, so huge, and it's paramount. So I hope you guys understand that. But that's big. All the scams I've seen out there today are just like, give us your money and we'll kick it back to you at like 1% a day. And people don't understand, like you'd be a billionaire in 3 years if that was the case. Like it's not how the world works. So I like having real technology with a real company that you control your own funds. So enough of my rant there. We also have a travel portal where you get access to discount travel for flights, hotels, getaways, rental cars. I've already used it for a hotel and rental car. I saved some good money. It's actually 20% in the hotel room. I know companies that survive solely just on this product alone. It's just an add-on that we have, because if you can save a little money, then you can go invest more. And then we have Wallet Pro. So Wallet Pro, I don't have my card on me yet. This is not here yet, but we partnered with CoinZoom. And so they give you a debit card no matter what level you come in at. And it's just a better banking system. You're literally able to put money into this account, and then you can spend your Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever you want to. You just tell the app, hey, I want to spend this. And it's a Visa card. So you can access it wherever Visa is accepted. It's a real card and exchanges in real time. So it kind of brings some tangibility to this wild space of crypto. It makes it real when you can touch it, right? So I think that's really cool. I don't love to spend my crypto, but I do like getting 5% cash back when I swipe. And so if you meet the requirements, I know people that, get 2% cash back on gas or 1% on groceries. We got 5% on everything if you qualify. So for every $1,000 you spend, that's $50 cash back. I mean, that's really good. So we'll dive more into that at a later time. And then finally, we have NDAO. So we basically have an exclusive relationship with a discounted altcoin that is kind of not meant to be as volatile as Bitcoin, or as volatile as up and down as some of the other cryptos that we have. This is the way that the mechanism is designed through the algorithm, is designed to steadily grow over time and kind of disincentivize anyone to sell it. So we have access to discounts on this. And so it's actually backed by the Lloyd's of London from an insurance protection policy. So, your original investment is protected, but it's just another thing that we offer as an exclusive through our product. So if you guys need more information on any of those things I just talked about, get with me and we can get you more information. So here, this is what it costs to get involved. So we actually have a $99 pack that you can get involved with the company, and you can get all the Forex alerts. You can have access to NDAO. You can do all the copy paste trades for Forex and Binary Pro, and even get commodities alerts. Now, I know companies out there that charge $230 a month plus for just this. All right. Whereas we have it for $100, which is just incredible. So the next level up is $300 one time and then $175 a month. There, now you're adding on. Now you get crypto information. Now you get the travel portal. Now you get the Sequelizer channel, which is just another amazing tool to help you learn shifts in the markets. You want this kind of technology working for you. Next level up is going to be $600 one time and then $175 a month. And so that's going to also add on to equity prime. So if you're doing anything in the stock market, this is what you want. If you're trading options or want to know how to trade options, this is the package that you want. Then we go to the elite package. This is the bot. So if you're like, I got to have this bot, I have some friends that are like, Craig, I love you. I don't want to learn this stuff. I don't care about sharing it with anyone. I want that bot. Like, I get it. So the way that they can do it is for $1,500 one time, you're into the club, and then it's $175 a month, and you get everything else that we have in the suite of services. So I look at it like this. I've seen companies out there that have broken the mold and showed this just in Forex and charged 230 plus a month. Okay. In a three-legged structure, which I'll get into in a second. And they've been wildly successful and have done a phenomenal job with not a publicly traded company, without half the suite of services that we have. Like, it's been crazy. Well, here, I think of it like a country club. So do you want to golf? Do you want to golf and use the pool? Do you want a golf, pool, restaurant, and gym? Like, whatever you want, you pay one time to get into the club, and then you have access to all those services for life. You're going to end up paying $175 a month anyway. So if you can bite the bullet and get the package, if you have money to put in the bot, might as well just do it up front, get it out of the way, and then you're on the same amount every month anyway, but we'll show you how to earn and get that for free. And then finally, you get, access to the debit card, the crypto debit card, and the higher level you go, it's just more cash back that you can get. And you actually even get free Zoom tokens and stuff. Not going to get too much into that, but there's a lot of benefits for being an elite member. All right, so that's basically our services in a nutshell. Like I said, we obviously do a lot. I like to think of it as, we help people make, manage, and save more money. And we are a fintech company. Brian has taken an unbelievable suite of services and brought them in one place, but it's a lot to digest. If you've never been in a financial market before, if you've never had a crypto exchange, if you've never owned a piece of Bitcoin, it's a lot, but that's why we're here, is to help you kind of just shorten that learning curve and get into the game, because you can't win from the sidelines. So that's what we're here to do, and to do it the right way. So if you guys are just interested in the services, get with whoever invited you here. Let them know you want to be a customer. Everybody comes in as a customer, but and we'll help get you started. Whether it's you need stuff with the bot, we have videos that are recorded on how to set up each individual service. It's all there. And I really believe people are going to make more money on the services than they are through anything else in this company. And so that's the true test of a good company or a good product. Can you make money just using the product? Yeah, you can. I know people that do. And so that's what I'm most excited about. But if you do see an opportunity for yourself and you guys want to take it to the next level, I look at it like this. COVID has changed the world, obviously in a big way. And people are not going to go back to the office. They're all trying to work from home. They want a global digital business day one. I love product companies and network marketing, but you have to wait until they open the next country, and you have to wait for your shipping and cost of goods sold. And things add up that they just can't pay that much through the compensation plan. Whereas here in a service company, I look at the top ranks. I'm a nerd with this stuff. So I look at the top ranks in network marketing, and you can see it used to be all product people, Amway and Mary Kay. And over the years, that has shifted. It is all service companies that are able to go worldwide day one, and that have, an educational component. And what are they teaching? They're teaching financial markets, and they're really not even doing it that great, and they're crushing it. So when I found okay, we already have the MySpace that's created what we need here and shown the path. Now we got Facebook. I'm like, this is fantastic. So there's an opportunity for you to market this. That's why I got so excited. I made 6 figures trading just in January, and I stopped trading. I don't tell you that to impress you, just to tell you, I stepped away from doing that in the most volatile time in the market that we can make money, because I think this is going to pay me a lot more. It's important to get in front of the trends and position yourself to ride the wave of success of multiple trends at the same time. And that's what I believe this company allows you to do. So this is completely optional, but I'm just going to quickly go through the bonus plan. We got paid in a whole bunch of different ways. It's all this slide says. And there's obviously benefits to being your own boss, as far as travel, discount on really your taxes is what it means. Even if you did nothing but had the intent of making income for 3 years, you're going to save so much money on taxes from your job at an average of around $12,000 a year on a $50,000 income, which is pretty ridiculous. So learn the tax benefits. There's that many there. I'm not a tax consultant, so please get with your tax advisor or CPA for any laws and regulations for tax deductions in your country. I have to read that out loud. But there's so many benefits. I can't tell you how many companies I've signed up for, even just working corporate, so that I could write off my office phone and some travel. So there's also elite advantages if you come in at the larger pack. It's not pay to play, which is great. It's not like you can't make as much money as somebody who came in at a smaller pack, and you can always upgrade. But there are benefits to additional leadership calls, support. We get certain swag, we get seating at events, all that cool stuff. So don't count that out. But here we go. So there's basically fast start bonuses, and then there's money on the back end. So this comp plan, Brian has masterfully taken what was a three-legged structure for years, ripped it apart and turned it into probably the best binary I've ever seen. So there's two legs, and it's very front end loaded and back end loaded with like a piece in the middle that allows you to earn steadily, which I'll show you as well. So that's what I like about it. I see a lot of compensation plans that they pay a ton of money up front, but you can't get to the big money residually. Or I see companies that just don't pay anybody up front, so no one gets excited and started. And then you have to wait to get to the big money much later. This is a really good balance of both. So you get a fast start bonus. So every time you sign somebody up as a customer or a rep, you get $25, $50, $100, or $200 one time just for signing them up. And so then those points go into the binary plan and pay you out that way as well, which we'll get into. So this is the rapid fire bonus. I think this is pretty cool. So every person that you sign up, even if it's on a $100 pack, that next month you're getting $25 out that person. So every person that you sign up 4 people, next month you're getting at least $100, which I'll show you something better than that. But the company feels that you should be in residual income with the service from the very next month. So a lot of companies, you don't get to residual income for years even, depending on who's reordering the product. It's usually a 90-day life cycle. Here we have services where people make money, so the retention is way better. Imagine you sign somebody up and then you have $25 a month coming from that person for life. That's just as one piece of the bonus. And so that is just huge to keep in mind. That really adds up. Then we have our top-up bonus. I think this is really cool. So if you sign up 4 people at whatever packs and you don't make $175 to cover your shipment for the month, the company says, hey, we think you deserve to be topped up. We're going to top you up to $175 and cover your monthly costs so you can play in the game for free. They also do a larger one if you have, I think, 12 customers and you don't make $500, which you probably will anyway. Like if you're signing up 4 people, you're probably going to make that anyway. But if you don't, for some reason, we're going to top you up and pay you $500. So that way you're sure where you're at. It makes sense to go sign people up and get them started on the service. And you don't have to worry about your monthly cost, which is really good. So then we have binary team commissions. Simply, you're building 2 legs, a left and a right. It's a little twist on that, but I'll show you here. What's great about this plan is that they have 2 left and 2 right to get to the very top of the compensation plan. Now, in a lot of compensation plans, you need a star on your left, a star on your right, and you need to drive that down and make sure that they hit certain ranks. And then you need to personally sponsor like 5 people at least on each side that are active to get to the top ranks. It can get very tricky. And what ends up happening is people drop out and then you end up using your credit card to buy them a position to keep you active. So you end up spending way more money than you even thought you had to just to qualify for a check. Here, that's not going to happen. You can go to the top of the compensation plan, meaning the very top rank in the company, by simply sponsoring 2 people left and 2 people on your right. And so obviously you want to build a balanced business because that's how we get paid. But as you can see, this comp plan pays well. This is the only part of the compensation plan that is capped. All right. So by that meaning you can't make more off this one bonus than $250,000 a week or $1 million a month. And if you got that anyway, you're probably pretty happy with the way it's working out for you. But this comp plan will pay way more than that. I believe the check match will pay way more than that. And so I like seeing this. I like seeing the different levels of check match, which we'll get into in a second. But you can go to the top of the compensation plan by sponsoring 4 people. And that's amazing. That's what I like about this. We're not rank based, really. We are really kind of a volume based program where the points never flush. And that's so important. So I'll get to that in a second. So even if you did cap out at one of these numbers and you could only make $5,000 for that month or $5,000 for that week, the points, it's not like they disappear and go away like a lot of companies. I know another company out there that if you miss the next rank by like 1 person, all of that flushes in the next 4 weeks and you start over again. And so the company basically keeps that money or pays it out in a different way. Here, the points that you accrue, the business that you build never disappears until you get paid on it. And that is huge. The points never flush. So even if you started building one side and then you had to go play catch up on the other, those points will wait for you. Even if you hit the weekly pay lock and you could only make this much money, the points don't flush. They're still waiting for you. And so that is huge, that you're literally going to get paid on every dollar you've ever brought into the organization. So that's really, really big. And I think people should understand that. So what's cool about this, the twist on this binary, you don't need to worry about this too much. You're able to place your players on the same side. So for you to rank advance, Doesn't mean you need a player on your left and a player on your right. You can just have these people on the same side, and you can allow your people to work together as you move through the organization. So it's based off qualifying enrollment legs. So don't get too fused on that, but just know that in a traditional binary, you have to have like a big player somewhere show up on your left and on your right. Here, you could have them on the same side and still do it. And so that's a really good twist on this. And it allows you to allow people to work together and help them, and also to place people under them as well. So the 4-week pay lock, the reason I bring this up is because every compensation plan has a cap to it, but ours are high. But even if you hit the cap, the points never flush. In every other company I've seen, except for one, if you hit that cap, the points flush and you start over the next week or the next month. Here, they never flush. So let's say you built a big business and then just stopped and you were way past the cap. It would pay you month after month after month after week after week. And it would just keep going because it's literally sitting in a bank waiting for you and will just roll over for you. So you can max it out and it will pay you for, months, years to come. It's very possible. And so I love that the points don't flush. You have to understand that the points never flush. And that is a big deal. So finally, we have a check match bonus. And I'm just going to show you guys real quick. We do a 5-level check match, 10% each level, which is just huge. I mean, every person you sign up starts a new generation. And so if I sign up Matt, who signs up Anthony, who signs up Peg, that would be my first, second, and third level. If I then go sign up Troy, who signs up Chip, who signs up somebody else, then that's a whole nother leg that I get to get check match on those as well. So it incentivizes me to help them grow their business as big as possible, because I'm going to get a piece of what they do. Why wouldn't I want to see them make bigger checks than me? That's exactly what you want here. And so I see a lot of check match, but I don't see it 5 levels deep. And I certainly don't see it at 10% per level. And part of that's because, guys, we're a service company. We don't have the overhead of needing warehouses in multiple countries. Like, we don't have that. We're able to scale from day one in a very, very easy way. That's why companies like ClickFunnels make so much money. They only need one office. They only need software that can scale, that people can access. And so because of that, this compensation plan will literally pay up to 73%, more so than any product compensation plan that you could possibly find. It's not even possible, or else the company wouldn't make money. They would actually be losing money. So here we can, and I think that's the big shift in network marketing that I wanted to share with you guys. Finally, we have a couple different bonus pools. Basically, if you're signing people up, this is an incentive recruiting. If you're signing people up, especially at the large packs, let's say you just brought in 4 elite packs for the month. By the end of the month, you get a share in the bonus pool, which adds up to, depending who hits it, could be anywhere from like $400 to $700. And if you did that with 8, now you're making some serious money. Now you get 3% in shares in that pool. So it really drives recruiting. So like I said, it's really balanced on the front end and the back end. If you just hit this one bonus right here every month, you would be over 6 figures just through this one piece of the compensation plan, not to mention what's going into the tree and what's paying you and the check match and all that good stuff. So that's pretty amazing for people that want to recruit and that are good builders. They can go use this. It's front end loaded and back end loaded. And that's what I love about this compensation plan. So I know it's a lot of talk on comp plan, but just know we also get paid on NDAO, meaning, the altcoins that we have discounts on that are protected. If you sell a package of that, you get paid. And then we get paid weekly, we get paid monthly, and this kind of just breaks down that as well. So finally, I think it's really important that they do this. So they're partnered with Operation Underground Railroad to help protect. I love a company with a mission. My mission is to help people not get screwed in crypto, is to help people, get into the markets the right way and to make money and to remove emotions and to have a plan. And here, they have a mission to help people, and that's huge. A lot of companies don't do this until much later on when they're making money. When you do it from day one, it's easier to give 10 cents of a dollar than it is 100,000 of a million. And they've layered it in early on in the company. I really like that. So that's pretty much the presentation. I just want to tell you guys that, I have been at this for a while, this crypto game, and I'm obsessed. And I could not bring something to Charlie Shrem and even have him look at it if I didn't vet it out, if I didn't think it wasn't some scam. And when I heard it was publicly traded and that we are with Brian McMullen of all people, sorry, we got someone coming in, that we're with Brian McMullen of all people, who has his hands on the clay and is shaping this company. And we're like a startup meets a merger meets an acquisition with a relaunch. Like, they've been running for 6 years behind the scenes, and now we're putting, the pedal to the metal. Now we're going to go. There's not that many people in this company. This is just starting right now, and the positioning is it. Like, if you're on this call, you are one of the first people in the company. It literally launched a couple weeks ago. And so we're not even going to hit Business from Home magazine until we need to. We got so much excitement going on right now. I've never seen as big a leaders in network marketing joining this company. And to be honest with you, the reason is because they saw what iMarkets Live did, and they know that this is better. And so they saw that there's people making $2 million a month, and they're not as good as Tom Brady at what they do, but they're making more than he does. How does that work? It's because the game has changed. We are in front of the digital age. We are now have a business that we can start day one, sign up anybody anywhere in the country except for like North Korea. And you can share the information, get them started, plug them into a system, and you can start earning money from your cell phone. And so that really truly is the way that I feel like network marketing is going. It's the way that influencers are literally attaching themselves to the model. Not that they don't want to be involved with the product. If you're in health and wellness, all that stuff, that's great, but it's never going to touch this. It's never going to go as fast as this. It's never going to be as big as this. And it's not going to be backed by a publicly traded company who's extremely transparent in the hottest space in the world. So I hope you guys understand that. I always encourage you to, get back with the person that shared this with you, and let them know, either that you want more information, that you want to be a customer, you want to get started. Even if you're not interested in the bonus plan or anything like that, and you just want to use the bot, we'll help you with that. Whatever you need. I always tell people there's so much here, right? I didn't even go through some of the products. There's so much here, but just get in where you fit in. If you like Forex and you want to learn that, learn Forex. If you want to do crypto and get into crypto, start learning some crypto. If you want to do the stock market and you want to be like my boy Eric Dean's son here, who's a 16-year-old trading, just crushing it on his phone on Robinhood. He got his son started with that, and he's learning that. And it literally starts with what is a stock all the way up to advanced live trading. And I think that that's so crucial for people to learn this stuff. So get in where you fit in, but understand, even if you come in at a small pack, hold your spot, get your positioning, you can always upgrade later and just pay the difference and start to see all the things that we have. It's more important that you're a part of it and can ride the wave than that you're not, and kind of think about it. So that's something I'm excited about, but I'm going to get myself out of the way real quick. I appreciate you guys sticking around for the first ever presentation that we put together on this thing. You guys are the inaugural group. But I'm going to reach out to a couple people. If I call your name, if you could just unmute yourself. There's a few testimonials I'd just like for you to hear. The first one is actually going to be through some of the stuff that's happened in the compensation plan and what he's seen. I'm actually going to call on Ari Maccabee. This guy is a Bitcoin legend, a crypto legend, I guess you can say, because he's not just a Bitcoin guy, but he's an animal. He's an internet marketer. He's done a lot of different companies, and he's seen a lot out there. And for him to align with this company was just shocking. I was just like, wow, this actually gave credibility. This made me feel better about what I'm already doing. That's how much this guy is in the space. So, Ari, you mind just sharing what you're so excited about and how it's going?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when Matt came to me and showed me this, I've used other bots, guys. I've been in crypto since May of 2011. The reality is, I've seen a lot of crap, a lot of stuff. I had bots. I've lost about 100 grand trying different bots. No shit. Not a joke. Absolutely fact. When I saw this, I told Matt, nah, not interested. That's exactly how I pawned it off. He hit me back up again the next day. We had a chat. I said, man, just prove it to me then. So we hopped on a call with Anthony. Anthony showed me his results. I signed up, put 1,500 bucks in, signed up, did the bot. I had $1,112 sitting in my wife's Binance account. I connected it to that. Today, guys, I mean, look, let me share my screen real quick so I can just show them.
Yeah. Documentation beats conversation, right?
Yeah. I mean, guys, look, this is a reality. I'm not one for lip service. The reality is, when I saw this and I saw what it did, I was like, holy smokes. Like, this is literally my account in 15 days. That's not bullshit. That's not smoke. I don't know how it happened, but I had $1,112 in that account. And you can actually see proof of that, because I can go to Indotech, because I had a problem when I sent over my 10%. It didn't actually go through. I didn't verify it. Okay. So if you notice, this is the transaction. This was the 10%, 122.80. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I had $1,228 in there, $1,228. I paid $122.80 was my 10%. Today, that is my account right there. This is my account yesterday when I posted this. I don't even have a clue what it is right now, but let me do this while I'm doing this. Let's just log into Binance live. So you guys can actually see it. Let me log in real quick. And I'm not sharing my screen, guys, because I got internet problems. I'm American. I'm from Kansas City, but I actually live in the Philippines. So unfortunately, we don't have the best internet over here. So I'll tell you that up front. Let's go to, all right, hold up a second. Here I come. So this is my account today, and I'll just show it to you so you can see it right there. So actually it went down just a little bit, but not much. This is my P&L right now today. You can see I'm at $2,901.99, guys.
That's amazing.
You know, that, I mean, that tells you right there, it was already over 3,000 yesterday. And that literally started 15 days ago. And again, not being one for lip service, let's just take a look because I can just show it to you. And you can see it's my wife's account. You can see everything here. I think this is still logged in. If not, I may have to log in, but here, hold up a second. Let me turn that off just in case. It'll speed up my internet just a little bit here.
It's all good. It always goes slow on Zoom too.
Yeah, man. Zoom's a hog. I don't know why it's such a hog. Let me just go to their homepage real quick. It might be a little faster. I'll just log into it, guys. But honestly, like, I'm very well pleased. And I just started with the, you know, the ETH beta. I didn't even use the one, you know, because I got Binance.com. I got, you know, just about everything out there. So I can do leverage. I just didn't do it the first time. I wanted to see how it worked. Indotech's website's really slow, guys, right now. It's not loading. Let me try a new tab real quick.
I think you showed enough. I think you proved enough.
Yeah, I think you pretty much did it.
Yeah, guys. I mean, look, this is what I'm going to say to you. Like, to me, the three hottest things we have here is the bot, the signals, and that dang debit card with the $10,000 limit. Okay. Todd Crossland, if you guys don't know who owns CoinZooms, Todd Crossland. Todd used to own Interbank FX, the largest Forex broker ever in the United States. He's a legend in the Forex market. Okay. A legend. Then you got Brian McMullen, all-time top MLM earners list, 40 million bucks by 40 years old. The guy's probably worth, I don't know, 180, 200 million, something like that. You know, is that right, Craig? Maybe more. Okay, so more. And then you got Anthony. You got Anthony Napolitano. Look, and this is the coolest thing, man. Like, Anthony actually was the first guy I ever got into a call that had as much energy as me. I was literally blown away. I told Matt when we got off call, I said, man, I don't know who this kid is. We got a ball of energy. He goes, bro, 25 years old. He's already on the all-time top earners list in MLM2, 40 million by 25. Guys, if this doesn't tell you we're in the right place, you need to, like, check your head. Something's wrong. Because this company is poised to explode. When you look at the product lineup, all of it, I mean, we're going into probably the worst situation we could possibly go. You've had about $4 trillion in bailouts. Okay, I live in the Philippines, so I can honestly tell you we were 53 to 1, $1 to, 53 Philippine pesos to $1. Matt can confirm that because he lives here too. I think right now we're about 46. Let me just double check, because that, I mean, these things, if you don't know what this means, guys, when you start looking at stuff like this and you start seeing our currencies fluctuating this much, guys, this becomes an issue, because that means inflation is coming.
Oh yeah.
So here's the thing. $1 US is now only 48.27, but it was just down to 46. What happens when inflation starts to rise? You're going to see, massive problems with Forex market happen. You're going to see some coins that we expect to go up, like the dollar, it's going to go down because we're going to have hindrance. You know, we're going to have a lot of issues with that stuff. And this right here, guys, this is the plan, because this gives you education on money management, gives you education on Forex, on equities, on stocks. Literally, you can sit in front of your computer and build an empire without recruiting a soul. That is what got me really excited about that. That's what turned me on. I mean, literally, like, I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it, because that to me was one of the biggest things. I mean, I reached out to my little brother, Madiba's on here, my business partner, Darren Little. I reached out to Rob Frazier. Rob just gave me the green light, said I'm signing up today. I reached out to Mac Mills. I mean, I've reached out to some of the biggest marketers in the game, and they're all looking at this right now. And there's a reason, guys. There's a reason, because we have, I think our team, just no offense to any other team, if any other teams on here, but I think we have the best team in the game, Chris. And I say, or Craig, I say that because, you know, we've been working together and we know how each other works. We plug in different people. We're not hogs. Like, if you join our team, guys, I'm telling you up front, flat out, you know, literally, if you look down in your downline right now, tomorrow you might wake up with some people underneath you. That's just how we work. We help. You know, we want to see our team survive. The fact that we only need 2 left and 2 right, and that means I can give away people and place volume under legs and so on and so forth. Obviously, you don't necessarily want to give the sponsorship away, because that can hurt you on that $25 residual, but giving away that volume to help your team to push them to that next level so everybody grows and everybody eats, man, that's massive, man. I mean, that's massive. Like,
I love it.
I just love it here, bro. I love
Thank
it.
you, man. Hey, I appreciate you sharing, and it's really cool to see. I mean, it's one thing to talk about it, but to show your screen and see what's up, I think is huge. So,
Yep.
yeah, I appreciate it so much. You're a beast, and I love having you on the team. So, I would say if we can grab Anthony. Anthony, are you alive? Are you there? I didn't know you were on the call. Do you mind jumping on and just saying what's up? This is the top earner in the company. When we talked about an AI bot, I thought they meant this guy because he's a machine and he never stops. And I love working with this kid. He gets things done. I'm a little unorganized. He's not. So we work really well together. Anthony, you mind sharing your story real quick and how it's worked for you?
Yeah, man.
Okay, all the energy.
I'm actually at the office right now. My office. I don't know if you guys have seen my office, but we got a big presentation. I can actually show you guys my office from my phone real quick. Let me log in. This will be pretty cool, actually.
All right.
A lot of you guys have probably never seen this.
Anthony's down in South Florida, guys.
Yes. Okay, where are we? Matt. Matt, you sent me the link, right? Where was it? Okay. All right, here we go.
So this is an office strictly for iGenius in your business, right?
Yeah, it's my personal office. So here we go.
Oh, I gotta let him in. He's going in through the phone. All right, Anthony, you there?
Yeah, can you see me?
Yeah, we got some feedback on it, but
No, you're good. I
All
turned it off. Cool. So this is my room, my office. Cool. Okay, it's my little spot. This is our conference room. You guys see iGenius,
very cool.
banners and everything. So we do presentations in here. One of my guys got his office right here. He's not here right now. Nick's in here. What up? He's trading binary options on the session right now. You guys
I
can
love
see Nate. Say what's good. This is six-figure earner, North America, right here. Nate's part of the team. Cool. Got a little meeting, little conference room as well right here. Okay, so this is kind of the layout, man. The layout of the spot, man. Got a little reception room when you walk in and everything as well. And of course, we got our iGenius banners, bro. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys kind of the office setup.
I love it, man. You mind just sharing your story? We know, I mean, guys, he's at over $250,000 a month, been here forever. What do you see?
Yeah, man. It's really, really exciting what we have going on right now. I'm going to get back on the computer just so it's easier.
All right, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So no, it's really exciting what we have going on right now. We're growing faster than ever as a company. We have so many unique services, and the combination of the people we're working with on the corporate side, the public company side with InvestView, and then of course what we're doing with the marketing plan plus the product. It's like kind of a dream, right? Like you're putting a lot of things together, kind of like an all-star team, right? If you guys know who actually owns the public company, we don't talk about this often, but you guys know who owns or who's the CEO of InvestView. Do you guys know who the CEO of the InvestView is? A guy named Joseph Camarata. Okay. Joseph Camarata is one of the guys who created T0. T0, which sold to overstock.com. And when overstock.com acquired T0, okay, their stock was like $7 a share. Now the stock of overstock.com is well over $100 a share. And it was because of the T0 platform, which was, a platform that he created. And the companies that he's created in his life out of this world, he actually took on that deal 50% in stock, 50% in cash. So you could imagine what that stock is worth today.
Wow.
Probably insane. He owns islands, private jets. Our CEO, go look him up, Joseph Camarata. And he's been a player in the fintech space for a long time. He was the guy who actually invented the first online brokerage company, the first online platform where you could place a trade online. He created the technology to do that. Okay. Prior to him, you had to call in on the phone to place your trade. He created the platform to do that. So he's been an innovator in the space. And Craig, someone's unmuted, man. Can you mute everyone, Craig?
I got him for you, bro.
Cool.
I already
appreciate that. Yeah. So no, Like the people who are leading it, DBR Capital, what they have done, and you guys know there's crazy story. DBR Capital, their last company, they actually.
Anthony, unmute yourself, man. Somehow you're muted.
Okay, someone muted me. All right, I'm good now. But I was saying the company that also basically invested on a company, DBR Capital, which is a big hedge fund out of Philly, $1 billion fund today. The 76ers owner is a part of it, massive fund. Their last company that they invested into, which was a fintech play years ago, not too many years ago, probably 7 years ago, I would think. And they actually sold that last company to TD Ameritrade for like $600 million. So yeah, so guys, eventually we might get acquired by a TD Ameritrade or an E-Trade, like one of the biggest companies in the world, because that's the kind of technologies we're building. And that's great for our business, guys, because you can imagine if we own stock of this company, and this is the MLM wing of it, right? But there's other wings of the public company. We own the third largest Bitcoin mining company in North America right now. We also have, a broker dealer, and we're actually in the process of acquiring a platform called LevelX. And LevelX will be the first platform ever where you're going to be able to trade stocks, Forex, and crypto from an app on your phone with no fees. So like a Robinhood for all three major financial markets, which is insane. And Joe Camarata, of course, is leading the way with that. He was actually the guy who owned that company privately, and now it's getting sold to InvestView. So we can take it under the parent.
Wow. Did we lose him?
Hey, did I freeze or did Anthony freeze? Oh God, it looks like Anthony.
I think we lost Anthony.
Yeah, we lost him, man.
All right, well, anyways, that's some pretty good inside info. Hopefully you guys caught some of that. And so he's the top earner in the company, somebody I'm super excited to work with. Guys, we're going a little over time from what I wanted to do. So I do want to end it with just one more person. Aditha, are you on the line? If you are, just unmute yourself.
Yeah, it literally just completely turned off the Zoom and turned it up. All right, so I'm back again. You guys hear me loud and clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Okay, that was weird. The whole thing just restarted. But yeah, like I was saying, there's just so many things that we're doing in the business landscape of things with InvestView. And you guys just saw our earnings report came out today for the third quarter. Our fiscal year ends actually in the end of March. So we'll get the full year, and that's going to be a really exciting report. 90 days, well, only for us, less than 60 days now for that report to come out. So the sales that we've been doing, what we've been doing as a company on all aspects, all levels of the InvestView business, it's incredible. And I can't imagine, where we're going to be 3-5 years from now with what we're doing and the great people. I was watching Craig's presentation. Phenomenal job, Craig. Great job doing the presentation.
Thanks.
But, just tons of value. And I can tell you over the years, think about this. One of the many things that we have today is a product called NDAO, right? It's the world's first adaptive digital currency. And that was brought to us by DBR Capital. You don't think DBR Capital is going to bring us other things over the next few years as we're growing this business, like with their connections? DBR Capital is like a king of Wall Street, right? $1 billion hedge fund. Like they're going to be bringing us products, many different things. Brian McMullen's relationships. Of course, Brian McMullen was the guy who brought in Endotech because he actually was using the technology prior to anybody using the technology. He was using it on his personal accounts, and he tested out the system with his own money. Someone told him, hey, this Endotech thing's legitimate. You should try it out. He put hundreds of thousands initially. He put, I think, 500 grand in his first account, just like, hey, let's see if it's real. Like literally to test it out before we even made a deal with them and ever brought that to our members. So the people that we have leading the ship, guys, it's just exciting. And I can't imagine where we're going to be in a few years, man. A few years from now, it's going to be fun. And we also have an end destination. Most people in network marketing, they don't have an end destination. Imagine, guys, we all own equity in this company. Not saying you have to by any means, or not telling you to go buy stock, right? Or this ain't financial advice. But if you went and bought stock of this company, right, and you grew this company's sales dramatically, and that stock went up in value, you can put 2 and 2 together. That's an exit plan. And we all have the ability to do that here. Where typically in network marketing, you get into a company, you make an owner rich, and great, yeah, you make some commissions, but you're not exiting anything, right? At the end of the day, you make some money, right? You can pay your bills and survive. But there's only a few guys that make that type of money anyways in network marketing, where like, look at this. You don't even have to be in my downline in iGenius, and you could be cheering me on. I keep making sales, keep going. And I feel like we create a community culture within the company that's so different than any other MLM. Because typically in MLM, you're like, oh man, everyone's going to that team. Hey, it's all good. Let them go to that team. We're all making money in the back end because we own a piece of this thing. We're all owners of it. So that's a cool concept. I had never seen that in this industry. As you guys know, a lot of people always get into things with each other and, you know, bashing of teams and all that. Like, we don't have any of that here. And that's also a great thing about what we have going on. So I don't want to talk long. You guys have all talked. Matt wants to say something. Anyone wants to say something, I'm cool. But thanks for having me on.
I love that, man. I appreciate what you said. And yeah, it's definitely a unique opportunity. I've never seen a three-headed beast where you can make money on all the different ones. And that's cool. I mean, I own the company. If anyone asks, what do you do? I'm an owner in a huge tech company. You know, don't know how much I own. They don't need to know, but yeah, we're all there. So I like that opportunity. We're going to wrap it up. I do want to just, is Aditha on the line? Aditha, if you're there, just unmute yourself real quick. Give it a few seconds here. I see she's here.
Oh, yes. How are you?
Hey, Aditha, do you mind?
Awesome.
So guys, I have a rock star on our team. I call her my Bitcoin babe because we needed some women in the group who are crushing it. She's fantastic. She's out in Canada just blowing things up. And I've been honored to do some Zooms and stuff for her teams. Aditha, she's doing her own promotions and everything. She kills it. So do you mind just sharing people why you're excited about this and what's happening for you and your team?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you guys doing an awesome job. You, Anthony, and Ari. And I cannot forget this day when I started. It was the 26th of January. It was my mom's birthday. So when Ari phoned me, okay, Dita, there's something that we could really do and something legit. And so he got Anthony on the Zoom with me, the three of us, and also Matthew from the Philippines. And when he said it is a publicly traded company, and I said, okay, I am in. And at that moment, he signed up, I signed up right away. And I wanted to try the product, which is the Endotech, because we were in another company. Well, I'm not going to say the name of that company. I really in love with Endotech. What can it do to us? And that the same day, my son opened up an account for me for $6,000 in Endotech, one for ETH Beta and the Bitcoin Beta. Right now, that $6,000 is up to $9,000. So I'm very, very excited of what this company could do to everyone, not giving your money to anybody. You are in control of your funds. So that's what we would like to do for every single person, because a lot of my team in the past lost a lot of money, and we would like to recoup all this money that we have lost. So this is the company that we can do. Share to a lot of people, and we can grow with it. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Aditha. I appreciate you sharing and keep rocking it over there. I love what you're doing with your team. And finally, I'm just going to bring in my buddy Matt Nessler to crush it out to finish the call. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll let him close it out. Just share his story real quick. And we'll be running tons of these Zooms. We'll have a schedule coming out. So we'll have trainings, onboardings, everything that Anthony's already created. We're just going to pour some more gas on it. So thanks so much. And we'll talk to you soon. Matt, if you close it out, that'd be great.
Hey, thanks so much, Craig, for having me on tonight. I just want to thank everybody for being on the Zoom with us this evening. Just super excited about being here. You know, when my friend Ben Kane shared this opportunity with me, I think it was on January 25th, I didn't really know anything about cryptocurrency. I mean, I was fortunate enough to own Bitcoin and Ethereum, but that was it. When he introduced me to Crypto Craig, who did a wonderful presentation tonight, and to Anthony, I knew that we had something really big here, you know, being a publicly owned company, Brian McMullen being involved. I started sharing this with people that I knew. I introduced Ari because he's a legend in the industry. And Ari said, after he got the proper information, he goes, let's go, let's run with this. And it's just been unbelievable what's been able to happen right now. But what I'm most excited about now is what's going to happen in the next 30, 60, 90 days right now, with all the brand new people getting started, with the tools that are in place. I know we've got Zooms coming up on a daily basis just like this, and we're going to be able to invite our friends, our family, people that we know with what we've got here. Been able to put in just under 3 weeks over $9,000 through the compensation plan in my pocket because of this wonderful opportunity. And just couldn't be more excited. Thanks for having me, Craig. And I'm going to turn it back over to you for closing comments.
Oh, that was your job. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, man. Guys, thank you for everyone for sharing. I appreciate everybody being on. Get with the person, if you're a guest, that shared this with you, and let them know how you want to be involved. Don't not be involved. At least make some money for yourself. But if you see an opportunity for yourself in the business too, I always say ABC. A, I get it. I was in before we started. B, I got to be more informed. I got to get my questions answered. So get with the person that shared this with you, get your questions answered. Or C, see you later. I don't ever want to do this or talk to anybody about this ever again. That is also fine. But at least if you're that person, at least buy some Bitcoin. Do it for your family. All right. And we're here to help, guys. Let us know what we can do. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up that is very, very exciting. And as you heard some of the announcements from Anthony as well, so much to come. Just position yourself. Like I said, this is a pre-launch of the pre-launch of the pre-launch. We won't even hit Business from Home magazine for probably a month from now. So get started and let us know how we can help, guys. Thank you. I appreciate everyone being on.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Craig.